unfortunately, we live in such a self-centered, and it sucks because it trains us to prioritize work and money above all else, even friendships, even being there for other people. And then again, it creates this culture where people are like, oh, I don't want to bother them, they're probably busy. Oh, I've heard so many people discuss this, in order to have a village, you need to be a villager. I think that's really true. Like, if you want people to be there for you when you need it, you gotta be there for them when they need it. But it's also annoying to even have to like convince someone to be there for you so you can be there for them. It's like, it's a whole myriad of things.
Big day online, especially for the jobless crowd. Pokimane's catching serious heat again. People are calling her out for trashing capitalism right after selling cookies that cost a wild $28 a box. And if that wasn't enough, she's got a little La Boo Boo hanging off her mic while flexing luxury bags and pricey makeup on TikTok. Let's be real. Maybe her message had a point, but she wasn't the one to preach it. Selling cookies for nearly 30 bucks and then turning around to talk about the system? Yeah, the internet wasn't letting that slide. And what's that line again? Villagers do hold all the emeralds? What did Notch even mean by that? Also,
anyways, how are you guys doing, my loves? If you think I'm a billionaire, you cookie bean. I'm so sorry.
She's almost 40 and just now realizing that helping people feels good? That's some next level Andrew Schultz style enlightenment right there. People online are losing it. One person even said, "Get that Chinese Labubu off your mic." Others are clowning her, saying real fans spend money on Pokemon cards, not overpriced cookies, and are shouting, "Eat the rich, also Pokemon," all over the comments. Honestly, she's got this strange way of making communism sound kind of cozy, to the point people almost forget how full of herself she acted back on the WestJet channel. And get this, she tried to defend it by saying the cookies were part of a giveaway. Like, come on, that doesn't really make it any better. She even called her own supporters broke just because they didn't want to drop 30 bucks on her cookies. And that's barely scratching the surface. Valkyrie jumped in the spotlight too. She banned a viewer for calling her a moody socialist billionaire. Then someone joked she's just 14 days into Tyler's Korea gold grind, LOL. This drama just keeps getting messier by the minute. Speak for yourself, because I wouldn't drop that kind of cash even on family. She's talking about how most people should care, but let's be honest.
Not an engagement ring for myself.
Most people will never even touch $1 million in their lifetime. She's already living the dream, so why not put her money where her mouth is and start giving some of it away right now? Whether you're a billionaire or a multimillionaire, what's the real difference to someone like Joseph, who's sleeping on the street tonight? She's out here saying, if I were a billionaire, I'd give away most of my money. Like, what? Is hitting $1 billion some magical point where you suddenly grow a conscience? Pokimane's already a multimillionaire, so what's stopping her from giving now? Maybe then some fans could actually afford those $28 cookies she's selling. It just feels weird. A millionaire going off on billionaires? That's like throwing rocks when your own house is made of glass. It doesn't really add up. Here's the real hot take. If you're busy hating on things you can't control, it just makes you look bitter. Saying billionaires shouldn't exist sounds bold, sure. But if you really believe that, then why not take action instead of just talking about it? And you know what? In honor of Pokimane, everything on my merch site is 20% off right now. Just use code POKIMANE at checkout. Head over to westjet.shop and grab yourself an unemployed hoodie, t-shirt, or hat to support the channel. But hurry! The code only works for the first 10 or 15 people, so don't sleep on it. Even JL Tone jumped in on this one. The short version of the Pokimane drama. A multi-millionaire 30-something influencer is out here claiming society's broken because people care too much about work, even though she's out here flexing Gucci and high-end fits on the regular. She doesn't have kids, calls out capitalism, and then sells her audience $32 cookies while calling anyone who doesn't buy them broke boys. Wild, right? Folks online didn't hold back. Some are saying she's acting totally out of touch, others calling her morally lost. People are even joking that other creators totally outshine her now, saying, "Impact baddies mog her." One harsh comment even said, "She's acting like a loser. Go start a family or something." The internet is absolutely ruthless. And get this, Valkyrie wasn't spared either. She ended her stream just 30 minutes in.
If I ever was a billionaire, I wouldn't be a billionaire for more than a day. I would give away most of my money. But I also think that's most people.
Blaming it on a meeting mix-up, saying, "I thought my meeting was at 2. It's at 1. I'm 8 minutes late." Fans didn't buy it, though. Many joked it only happened right after the gifted sub stopped rolling in. Does he even know what he's talking about? Like, sure, the post got 24,000 likes, but are we really sure she didn't have that meeting? People are quick to judge without facts, and now the internet's spinning wild takes left and right. Someone even said, "You're just pushing fake stuff," while another joked they were using Pokimane's own words against her. Even a broken clock's right twice a day, and love her or not, Mizkif was cooking with his take. He called out how she's basically repeating the same tired political science talk you'd hear from a first-year college student. After that, a bunch of people swore off searching Pokimane on TikTok ever again, said the drama's just exhausting. But Reddit, Reddit was on fire. They were cracking jokes like, "Why not buy yourself an engagement ring while you're at it?" calling her self-centered for flexing so much. Others threw shade, saying, "If you're broke, just say so," while mocking her for blaming capitalist society. Meanwhile, she's got that pricey, shiny toy hanging off her mic, a real symbol of how out of touch some think she's gotten. I mean, I don't totally disagree with what she's saying. The message itself isn't the problem, but wow, it really should have come from someone else. It just hits different depending on who says it. And honestly, it's not shocking that she's speaking her mind. But yeah, she's actually making a decent point here. The truth is, people in the West have gotten so scared to talk openly to each other. Though that's a whole other conversation for another day. Still, I hope what we're seeing is actually just a microphone setup, because the whole vibe gives off, "I seriously hate capitalism" energy. Someone even joked, "Relax, Lord of the Rings. How many rings are you buying for yourself now?" Apparently, this is the 3rd time she's bought herself a ring. They're saying she should take notes from PewDiePie, because at this point, it's like watching an unstoppable force meet an immovable object. She's basically the female Hassan. It's wild. She talks like a socialist, but her whole image screams capitalism. Designer clothes, jewelry, luxury brands, that's as capitalist as it gets. You're not even paying for quality at that point, just for the flashy brand name stamped on the label. And here's the part that had people cracking up. On her latest stream, she's sitting there talking about how cold it is, then casually reaches for her phone and turns off the AC remotely. A viewer jokes, "Wow, that's so bougie." And without missing a beat, she says, "Thank you." Like, come on. In what world does an anti-capitalist thank someone for calling them bougie? It just proves she doesn't even realize how far she's drifted from her own message. It's all performance at this point, a total act. Someone even joked, "Whoa, I don't remember being in her lobby," because watching her live feels like stepping into another universe where contradictions don't exist. Honestly, if I got $1 every single time Pokimane was being hypocritical, I'd be rich enough to give it all away. Though by her logic, that would make me the bad guy. Streamers these days, they're basically the internet's version of drifters. Always hustling for donations, always asking for support. At least YouTubers do it with some creativity, right? The funny thing is, they don't really hate capitalism. They just hate the label. They slap a socialist vibe on it, but still play the same money game, just with different branding. And Pokimane, the only time she trends anymore is when she's rage baiting someone or saying something that instantly blows up online. It's like her name only pops up when there's chaos involved. Honestly, it feels like years of streaming froze her personal growth. She's still stuck in that creator bubble, trying to sound deep while living the influencer dream. Look, nobody's trying to preach here. It's just time for her to step back and mature a bit. As the saying goes, God isn't giving you the toughest battles. You just have to stop pretending you're in one. If you're vibing with this breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, drop a comment below, and share this video. Let's keep the conversation going. What do you think about all this?